What's the crack, everybody, and welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 22. We are in September. We have the two fields harvested of the wheat and barley, and we also harvested the sorghum. So, I believe we can sow... where am I going? To calendar. Yeah, we can sow wheat. So I'm going to sow some wheat in our big field. Just here. Field number 41. In field number 34, where we have harvested the sorghum, I will sow some canola. And I won't sow anything in field number 40, and come the spring, we're going to stick in some corn. I haven't done corn yet. I don't just want to keep doing the same crops over and over again. So I think if we stuck in corn in April, and either rented a corn header for the harvester we have, which I think would more than likely be the thing we're going to do, or we could do a big forage wagon, but I think that field is too small to go and lease out a forage wagon and do it with silage. You want to be doing a bit of a bigger field to make it worth your while, or all the fields together. But definitely we could sow corn in 1, 2, 3 fields and do the grass and have a massive pit. I think that's way too much. We don't have the kind of facilities for that, or the equipment even. Like, our trailer just isn't big enough, and we don't have the forage. It just costs too much to get set up, and I know it'll be worth a lot in the end, but it's too much of the one thing. I like to mix it up, so I definitely think we'll stick corn in that and stick a corn header on that harvester. In this episode, though, I think I might sell the eggs, the piece of wool we have, tomatoes and the lettuce, and I might get a worker to start. Maybe not start yet, actually, because I might save up and we might buy. Actually, I just want to check these. Oh yeah, that trailer was in it yesterday, I think. The John Deere. This is a planter. We don't have that horsepower. That's a little slurry thing, I think. Tank. Oh wow, that's cool. That would be really cool if we didn't have the Jeep. I do like those things. And the John Deere Gator. I really do like them little things. Little pickup thing in the back. I do like them, but it is a bargain at 6,700. But we just don't need it. The pickup truck does exactly what we need with the small car trailer. Unless let the Missy. That's worth 30 grand. But it has 300 horsepower. Like, we need that sort of horsepower for pulling that trailer, because we do overload that trailer with stuff. Yeah, and I just think, like, the likes of even the 3 bales we've had on, the grass bales that we sold on, them big bales, like, I don't think that little, it's only 83 horsepower, that little thing. Be cool if we didn't have the Jeep, but I think since we have the Jeep, there's no point in that. So, yeah, actually, sorry, this is what I wanted. I wanted to buy this SEEDER. Excuse me, where are you gone? Here. This one. The Pottinger TerraSem C6F. It's 109,500 euro. It's 6 meters wide, which means it's double our one that we have at the minute, which is 3 meters wide. Or is this one we have? No, this one we have. Yeah, we own one. So it's double the width. We also don't have to cultivate. So we could keep our cultivator for the likes of when we have to do the corn, because we're going to have to lease a planter to sow the corn. And obviously you can't direct plant, so you need a cultivator. So we will keep it. But that will save a lot of time. No cultivating. And it's twice the width, which is really going to save a lot of time. So I think that's what we save up for. So, once we buy that SEEDER, I think we're pretty much sorted, machinery-wise. We have a baler, we have a loading wagon. We have 2 pretty decent tractors. We have the mulcher now, which is very good. I wouldn't mind getting a roller at some stage, but for now we have the mulcher. A decent sized trailer. Probably could do it and upgrade at some stage. We have a telehandler for the yard. Good sized cultivator. We will have a good sized sower, or seeder. We need a big water tanker, but the only one you can buy that's big enough is the big massive one for the lorry, and we don't have a lorry. So I think after we buy that SEEDER, I'm going to go and buy field number 2. For the simple reason being, it's the cheapest map, or cheapest field on the map at 87,000, little over 87,000. And it's not actually a bad size field, to be fair. I don't know what's sold in or sowed in at the minute. Grass, I presume. I think it's grass. Yeah, it's grass. Because it's not showing up. Yeah. Which is ideal, because that's what I want. Because field number 38, I'm going to draw a border down here and... Or else I'll cultivate it up and sow it back. I don't know what to do, because I kind of need more crops. So at... What did I say? 98,000? 87,000, which is even cheaper. It's the cheapest map. I've looked at them all. Field 8 is great. I wouldn't mind Field 8. Slightly smaller. But you buy all of this, like, swamp area, I presume that is, with war. That's the grape place and a few trees, like, but it's 260,000. Field number 7 is great. But you buy all of this, which... And 1, it's just all of this. And then I was going to buy 17, and you have to buy all this. It's 114,000. 24 is a nice size, but you get all of that, and it's almost 300. It's 360,000. Like, it's hard to buy like all of that. I don't want any of that. I would rather just buy the field for way less money. That is one thing I don't like about that farmland. That you get all this area with it. Like, it's just well and good if you want it, but if you don't, I mean, it's a waste. So this is the one I was going to buy. Very far away. But we could put down a little shed like what we put between the chickens and the sheep and put our mowers in it. And that way then the only thing we'd have to do is drive up the tractor with the loading wagon or baler, whichever. Park it up on the side, mow everything with the mowers that are already going to be left up there in the little shed. Put them back in the shed and pick up all the grass and then, or baler or whatever, and come back. But anyway, that's down the line. But I do just want to see what we can make by selling lettuce, tomatoes, maybe honey. Maybe 4, 8, 12, 16, just an extra 3,000. No, I think we'll leave the honey. Not worth it. It's only, I'd rather let it stock up. Definitely wool and all the eggs. We've like 6 pallets of eggs over there. So yeah, I don't want this to take up too much time. I don't want this to take up too much time. So I will just cut all of it out. I will put this on the trailer this time because the vulture was barely able to pull everything up the hill. I am nowhere near that drawbar. So yeah, like I said, I will leave this on this. I'm going to cut all the loading out because I have some sewing to do with my new sower at the end of all this. If we make enough, I presume we're going to make enough. We have almost 40k, so I'm presuming we're going to make enough, and maybe early next year then in game we should have enough to buy that field. And maybe a set of butterfly mowers for the back for this massey. Yeah, so I'm going to load up the tomato, or the lettuce, the tomatoes, the wool and the eggs again. And when it's all loaded, I will catch back with you guys and we will... I'll time-lapse a trip up to the selling points. So I just had a quick look at everything. Not too sure what a good price on wool is, but over 2 grand isn't too bad. Eggs is at an extremely good price at 3,200. That's, or well, it's 3,300 at the bakery, but I'm pretty sure the bakery won't buy all your eggs. They'll only buy like a fistful. So I will just go to the farm shop. And then the lettuce is on a fairly good price too. It's over almost 2,500, and the tomatoes is at almost, well, it's at 1,400. But it's on the decrease. We could, if we haven't got enough, sell the straw too. Straw is at 121, and that's the best I've ever seen it. So we might actually sell all that straw. 227 litres was a lot of straw. Let's go into the livestock market, which is just over there. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just going to load up these and we'll see. We might have to rent a bigger loading wagon for that straw. But we'll see. Finally done. The time is progressed quite a lot because when I was doing the lettuce, it was at like 402 or 3 litres by the time I took all the lettuce pallets away, so I skipped time real fast to get the extra last bit of pallet out, got an extra pallet. Same with the tomatoes, it was at like almost 400, so I just skipped a heap of time and let the tomatoes finish. I was humming and hawing. I don't know whether to bring this or not. There's 663 pieces, so I mean it's almost 1,000 liters. We could just truck it up on top. I don't want it to look silly though, so. Could just throw it on top of the wool there. Because it is almost 1,000 liters, so. I know the eggs are stacked again and it looks silly because the eggs are sticking out the top and technically they'd be all crushed, but look, there's nothing I can do. They should put them in proper pallets. Anywho, you're looking at 11,863 eggs. That's a lot. I don't think we had that much eggs last time. That's 8 full pallets, and in that, almost half a pallet. You have 8,000 liters of tomatoes, which is quite a lot. 2,000 liters of wool. I think we had a bit more wool last time. I think we had 4 pallets, or 3 and a bit. And 4,000 liters of lettuce. So, we'll see how much this makes. And if we're close to being able to buy, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to buy much. We might be able to buy the SEEDER. And then I was going to sell the straw and then maybe buy the field at the same time. I don't know, maybe I'm rushing things, but yeah, I'm just going to jump into the tractor, in the cab, and we're going to do the same route we did last time. Head up to the spinnery, head back up across the top of the map and back to the farm shop, which is at the top left kind of ish side of the map. And I will chat to you guys when we are back in the yard. Or I'll actually chat to you probably when... Oh, don't tip. Oh, that was lucky. I wasn't even going fast. Alright, it's very high and hard. Because I'm probably doing much more speed with this because it's able to do faster speed. Although it's struggling up to a bit of a hill. Be interesting to see what it does up this hill now in the grass again. But yeah, I'll probably talk to you when I'm at the farmhouse and we see our total income, what we have. I need to slow right down. Just coming into the farm shop here now. As you can see, I did flip this thing like twice. I am going extremely careful and I'm nearly sure this trailer wasn't that unstable when I had it on the Valtra. I know the Valtra could barely move with it, but I'm nearly sure it wasn't that unstable. Every time I turn in this Massey, this thing seems to want to roll over. So, anywho. Let's sell what we have. We got like 14,000 from the sheep. We'll see what we can get from all this. And I was thinking maybe if... I don't think we're going to be close enough. We won't even have enough to buy the SEEDER at this rate. No, we still haven't... We got 60,000. That's a massive income. So I'm going to sell the straw. And see how much we get for that. The straw is at 124. It's gone up even. Since the start of the episode, it was at 121. I know we could probably wait, but I mean, I need the money now, so while it's there, I'm going to sell it now. I don't know how much it is to lease a bigger loading wagon. This is the one we have. It holds 23,000 litres. This holds 44. This holds 46. This is the biggest that holds 50. And to lease that, 6,000. That's a lot of money. I don't know how much money I'm going to get out of the straw. I know I have quite a lot. I could probably do the maths. We're going to get about 28,000. 28 to 30,000 is what we're going to get. That would leave us at almost 30 grand, pretty much. So if I did spend 6 grand on the biggest one, it would be 124 5,000. And then we buy the SEEDER, we're left with about 20,000. The SEEDER is like 106 or 7 or something, maybe even 109. It's so hard to know what to do, but I really think that SEEDER is needed, and I really think we need to buy field too. Those are the next 2 things we're buying on this farm. Just arriving back at the farm. I've been thinking the whole drive back. I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I am done with the bale trailer, I know that much. But I have some suggestions to see what we're going to do. And those suggestions would be, just back my bale trailer into the correct side of the shed. So we have 101,000. The SEEDER we want is every time I lose it, 109,000. So how much do we get for our own? 15,000. That's not bad. I won't do it here. I will bring it down because we could get maybe 16,000. So that leaves us enough to get a new SEEDER if we bring this down. I will unload of whatever seed is in it. 100 years, not much. And get the new one. I might do a bit of fertilizing on a contract. I was looking here. This guy wants we get almost 15,000 for fertilizing field 30, which is this. Which isn't bad. So it's cotton. So we could do that, which I think I will accept that. We won't borrow the items. We lose 1,500. So we have a fertilizer. Pretty good one at that. And we have our own fertilizer. I know it costs our own fertilizer to do it on our own, but we get way more money. So is that gone? Oh, it's active. Right, that's okay. We could go do that real now. Just really quick. I think I need a voucher for that because it has the row crop tires. And we might as well do that because it's pretty easy money. See, the killer this year was about money is we have no... Wait, front weight on this? No, I will stick with front weight on it though. So the killer this year was about the harvest. We didn't get to sell everything we harvested because we had to give pretty much field 40 and field 41. It all had to go towards the chickens. Now I know the chickens are making us massive money too, but yeah, it's... I will give it another bag. Oh, I pressed R again. That's okay. So, oh, was I putting lime in that? Don't tell me. Oh no, the lime is down there. Woo! Thought I was putting lime in it. Yeah, we could just I'll just try this out here. Because I don't want to pick up one of those bags by accident. We'll just put the 2,000 and a bit in it. Yeah, and I think this is going to be just a nice bit of a boost because fertilizing is easy. Our fertilizer spreads 42 meters, which is fantastic. And just close over that cover. I think it is going to be a nice bit of money, and then we could find maybe one collectible, just to give us the bit of a boost back towards a couple of thousand. I don't want to be sitting on the farm with no money after buying the SEEDER. So I think it would be good to... I don't know if I want to sell the straw this episode either. It does look like it's going to be worth a small bit more, as in the fluctuation charts, but I know this sometimes can be wrong, so I don't know what to do. And we also sold quite a lot with the lettuce, tomatoes, eggs and wool. I don't want to just be selling everything just to try and buy something, so... I know that's the point of having the farm, is to sell everything, but it's just... I don't want a video just selling stuff, so I like to do a bit of work. So we will fertilise field 30. It shouldn't take us too long. And we get almost 15,000. Not quite, but almost. It's going to be hard to see where we've been though, because it's cotton and it's rows. But I'll do my best. And I'll probably time lapse this. And I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so we're actually just done there. I was happy way through the rest. We do have this strip left, but because we completed such... we can literally just collect our €14,500. Grand. Thank you. Also, if you noticed there, I did change the working width, partial width of the spreader. You can change it. I changed it right down to like 15 meters. Because obviously it was 42, but that last piece, as you can see, was so small. There's no point in having the full 42 meters and you're just wasting fertilizer spraying it everywhere. So it's handy that that's in it. I don't think that was in it before. It's very handy. My first time actually needing to use it. And I'm also quite glad we put the 2 bags of fertilizer in, because I was just going to throw one in and come on. But I'm glad we put 2 in and in the extra bit. So it cost us 2 bags of fertilizer to do that field. Oh, you lunatic. Why would you pull out in front of me? Anyway. Yeah, I'm just so used to fertilizing our small fields that obviously takes quite a lot to do the big field. It literally took me 8 minutes to fertilize that in real time. That probably would be time lapsed. But yeah, it took me 8 minutes in real time. So that's not too bad, and we got almost 15,000. So those fertilizing contracts are quite handy to do. We should definitely keep an eye out for more, especially some of them, those big fields. I think the biggest field on the map, 26, is it? 26, I think, was one we were asked to fertilize before. I think we were getting like 24 grand. And it might only take like less than 5 minutes more than what it took to do that one. And we get an extra, we get 24 or 25,000. Yeah, definitely worth it. So we'll keep an eye out for more of those in the fertilizing season. Probably might be a bit more of this to do in the summer. Or spring maybe, when there's more fertilizing. But pretty glad we got that. Now we can buy our new SEEDER. So we'll just back this fertilizer spreader in. I think in the last episode I was on about lime. Was either the last episode or the episode before that? I was on about lime. When you're supposed to spread lime and stuff, and I thought you basically had to... Oh. I thought you basically had to... Put lime on, do all your work in mulching, your rolling or whatever. Put lime on and then cultivate it into the ground and then sow. That's not what you do. I did look it up. What you're meant to do, well, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but supposedly what you're meant to do is... Oh, here's the rain. Wow, great. I just wanted to wash the tractor because it's so manky. I don't want a dirty tractor on the new SEEDER because I'm probably going to put it in the thumbnail, so... I didn't want a black dirty tractor on the brand new clean SEEDER. But, yeah, supposedly what you're meant to do... Now, I could be wrong, I don't know, I did literally just Google it. But you're supposed to... You put lime on pretty much almost after you've done harvesting. It's literally the next step you do after you harvest. And you spread lime on it, and you're supposed to leave it on for a couple of months before you sow. Let the acidity kind of neutralise and do all that sort of stuff, whatever it has to do on the ground. Then you cultivate and roll and mulch and do whatever. But yeah, so you're supposed to pretty much spray lime immediately after harvest, which we can't do now because we've already started mulching and we need to literally start sowing now ASAP. So yeah, we won't lime this time. Maybe next time. We also don't have a spreader that can spread a lime because our fertilizer spreader doesn't do lime. I don't want to have to lease one every time either. So, might stick away from it for now. But we got the... I never brought my SEEDER down. God damn, I'm gonna actually do a little cheap. Not cheap, but... I find which one it is now. I think... This one? No, that's the cultivator. This one. Reset that. Oh, there's a bit of seed. It's only 400 litres. I'm not too worried. It's pretty much nothing. Although it's almost a full tank on this. What we'll do is empty it out and then... It's also getting dark. So... Yeah. Just put it on here. Then... Unload. I'm confused. What am I pressing? For open. Oh, there's no seed in it. Okay, alright. Well, that helps. Just sell this really quick. 16,800. So we get almost an extra... We get almost an extra 1,000 for bringing it down. I mean, we don't live that far away. Right. Let me just check. No. Just in case it popped up in that meantime. That will be a real killer. But that's 240 horsepower. We could pull that. It's also 8 meters, but it's very dear. No, we can't. This is the one we're going for. Yeah, this is definitely the one we're going for. So we'll buy that. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, I do know where one collectible is. So I might just run and find that. I'll bring this back to the yard. And I might just skip on to the next day. And we can find a new one collectible. Just to give us a bit of a hand. Wow, this fertilizes as well. Nice. I actually didn't even realise that. But turn on those beacons. This fertilizes as well, so that means we can give one go of fertilizer upon sowing. That means we only have to give one spray of fertilizer with our fertilizer spreader. That's amazing. That's nice. That's going to sit. We also don't have to cultivate. So we don't have to cultivate and we don't have to fertilize twice. That is going to save us some amount of time. I actually didn't even realize it done the fertilizer. That's amazing. I like that. Get it back to the yard. I will just skip the next day real quick. I'll just put under some sort of cover. So yeah, Turn off those lights. And the engine. And yeah, here we are. Here's our new Pottinger Terracem C6F. What a beast. It's twice the working width of our previous SEEDER. Also holds quite a lot. So we have a lot of seed for it. And some fertilizer. Pretty sure it is fertilizer on it, yeah, so very happy with that. Stuck in a pole. We'll just skip to the next morning. And we will go and grab one collectible. Where are the next morning? It's still raining. Water. Could be a big situation here. I never actually looked in a while. That's quite low. The sheep could very well be out of water. And the chickens, but I won't do it in this episode. I will leave it to the next episode. They have 300 years. It's not too bad. Have a lot of food. These guys have a pallet. Just drag it out of the way when I'm here. They also have 4,000 food. So yeah, they have loads of food. Bales are in dry storage. That's the shed I was also telling, or trying to explain. When we buy field 2, we'll buy a little one like this and stick the mowers in it. Just be handy to keep the mowers up there, because if I do buy that and it's grass, I probably will cultivate back up this grass and put another crop in it, because yeah, like I was saying earlier, we've no income of crop if we're just trying to keep as much wheat as we can for those. So I'll probably dedicate that big field to wheat, because it's the biggest. Keep it fully fertilized, mulch it, do everything we can to give the yield bonus. I might even rent the lime and lime it and everything. But yeah, I might do as much as I can and get wheat in that and get the best yield we can. And then so whatever's in this, whatever's in this, and whatever's in the small one, we can just sell. And plus then sell whatever the chicken gives. But anyway, I'm going to go get this collectible. I will see you when I'm there. So in case none of you noticed, it is kind of by the train track. Wrong button. See us down here in the corner. Our farm is in that direction. And this is just field 47 behind us, so... Oh, I hit my steering wheel. It is in here somewhere. So... I'm not too sure that's it there yet. I knew it was like on a stone. So, yeah. Just one. Which means we have, that's the ultimate tomato. We have 9 left, which is not too bad. So that 73 grand now will get us on our way to buying field 12. Is it 12? No, it's 2. And field 2 is 87, so we're almost there, 15 grand. Won't take us that long to get there. Could sell the straw and we'll have it, but then we'll be left with very little. So anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. This rain is miserable, so I'm not even sure what we're going to be doing in the next episode, but I will catch you guys in the next episode and leave this here. And yeah, if you like the farm videos, make sure you leave a like, and any suggestions of what I should do or what I'm doing wrong, if there's anything like that, make sure you leave it in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you and take your advice if I'm doing things wrong, or if anything you'd like to see me do that I'm not doing, like new crops and stuff like that. I'll try my best to get around to it. Leave it in the comments, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys then in the next episode. Goodbye.